Hello and welcome. I'm an AI expert specializing in modern hospitality operations, and it's my pleasure to welcome all students of Europe Hotel School to this part of your online learning journey. We're here to support your professional growth in this dynamic industry. Now, have you ever wondered how the price of a hotel room can literally change from one minute to the next? Well, it's not magic, it's a powerful strategy called dynamic pricing. And today, we're going to break down how artificial intelligence is at the very heart of this revolution. Here's our game plan. First, we'll define what dynamic pricing actually is. Then, we're going to peek under the hood of the AI that makes it all happen. After that, we'll explore how this tech understands what guests are really willing to pay, what role you, the human expert, still play in all this, and finally, we'll tackle the big one. How can a hotel use this tech to maximize profit and keep its customers happy and loyal? So, let's dive in. All right, let's start right at the beginning with the core concept. At its heart, dynamic pricing is pretty straightforward. The price for a hotel room isn't set in stone. It flexes and changes based on a whole host of factors. You can almost think of it like a stock price, but for a hotel stay. Now, this idea isn't brand new, but what is new and what's a total game changer is the incredible power of AI to manage these price changes with absolute pinpoint accuracy. You know, in the past, a hotel manager might just look at last year's sales to set this year's prices. But an AI system, it's playing a completely different sport. It's like a live brain, processing everything in real time. Is there a huge concert coming to town? The AI knows. Are rooms booking up way faster than usual for a Tuesday? It sees that. Is the hotel across the street running a flash sale? The AI is already adjusting your prices in response. It's constantly learning. So, how does this AI brain actually work its magic? Let's take a look under the hood. If you look at a couple of the leading platforms out there, you'll see different approaches. One might use machine learning to get incredibly precise at forecasting future demand. Another might be more focused on weaving that pricing into the hotel's bigger business strategy, factoring in things like marketing costs. But really, the goal is always the same: to turn a massive sea of data into a clear, simple price recommendation that can be updated constantly, sometimes even minute by minute. But here's where the AI gets really clever. It doesn't just know that people want rooms, it actually learns how much they're willing to pay for them. The system learns pretty quickly that, say, a business traveler who absolutely needs a room for a big meeting tomorrow probably isn't too worried about the price. We call that inelastic demand. But a family planning a vacation months from now, they're going to be very price sensitive. That's elastic demand. The AI's job is to figure out who is who and when, so it can confidently offer higher rates to that business traveler and more competitive ones to the family. Okay, so with all of this powerful automation, you might be asking yourself, what's left for the revenue manager to do? Well, the answer is everything that requires strategic wisdom. This is where the human element is absolutely critical. The AI is a powerful tool, no doubt, but it's not the one in charge. A great way to think about it is that the AI is your co-pilot. It's crunching all the numbers, suggesting the best routes, but you, the human manager, are always the pilot, making the final strategic calls. Your job is to set the guardrails. You tell the AI, look, don't ever price a room below this floor or above this ceiling. You also define the rules that reflect your hotel's unique brand. For instance, a luxury hotel would never want to get into a race-to-the-bottom price war with a budget motel. And as the manager, you're constantly watching the AI's recommendations to make sure they still make sense for the business as a whole. And that brings us to our final and arguably most important point. We have to consider the guest, because without their trust, none of these advanced strategies matter one bit. Here's the risk, right? If a customer sees the price of a room jumping all over the place without any clear reason, they can feel like they're being tricked or taken advantage of. The goal is to use dynamic pricing intelligently, not erratically. From the customer's point of view, the pricing has to feel logical and fair. And the good news is the AI can actually help you maintain that trust. It's constantly monitoring something called rate parity, which is just a fancy way of making sure your rooms aren't being sold for wildly different prices on different websites at the same time. I mean, nothing breaks a customer's trust faster than finding the room they just booked for a lower price somewhere else. The AI helps you ensure that consistency across all your channels. So, this is the core challenge you will face in your careers. How do you use this incredible technology to be both profitable and transparent? It's a delicate balance, for sure, between the raw power of AI and the essential wisdom of human oversight. Mastering that balance, that is the key to the future of hospitality. We are here to ensure you are prepared for that challenge.